Welcome back, I'm Jeff Byers, and we're going to take you through modeling the rest of this. So what we need to do now is we just need to basically follow what we've got going on with in the book figure 2.31. Just follow that, and we'll go ahead and select the object here and move it over. One of the things I want to do is I want to create, let's go ahead and rotate this, is make it so we don't have to use the BSP, use it as fully as we can, and be as efficient as we possibly can as we're building this level. So I'm just going to make a couple of changes here. I'm going to go into the center of this one, get really close. Okay, that'll fit onto the outer wall. I'm going to get this in the middle. Again, you can just kind of eyeball that. Select the geometry tools and just kind of move these around so they fit. There we go. Alright, so when I'm done with that, I'll close that. Look on the side view to make sure everything's looking good from the sides, and the top, make sure they're all level. And perspectives, take a look what we got here, and we'll go ahead and add. There we go. So now you can see we've got a portion of this modeled or BSP'd out, white boxed. So now we're just going to take this and duplicate stuff over. So let's go move this BSP out of the way, and let's go ahead and see what we can do here. So we're going to take this guy right here and hold the Alt key down and duplicate it over. Okay. Alright, so before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and go back, and I'm going to turn the grid snap up a little bit higher to maybe 128 so I can see how these are aligned. So I'm going to go to 128, and that'll make it a little easier for me to snap things. So I'm going to go ahead, select this guy again, hold down the Alt, and move it over. So now I can kind of easily see where I'm at with this. So I can snap a little bit closer. So I'm going to click on this guy right here and hold the Alt key and move that over. And that should snap really nicely. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing with this guy right here. Hold down the Alt key and move that over so it lines up to the side here, and then move that up to center it. And then I'm going to take this and hold the Alt key, move that over so it lines up with this. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to take this guy right here and hold the Alt key and move that up. Okay, and do the same thing with this guy. Click on it. I'm on the top view. Hold the Alt key and move that up. Now I went to a little bit too high, so I'm going to bring that down again. Okay, so looks like we're doing pretty good. I'm going to take this guy right here, hold down the Alt key, and move it straight up. I'm going to follow this. I'm going to go right to the edge right here. Same thing I did right with this one. Now I'm going to take these hallways, and I'm going to hold the Alt key and move that up. On this guy right here, hold the Alt key, move that up. Take this guy right here, hold the Alt key, move this up. There we go. Might get a little tricky here. So what I can do with these guys, let's see what it looks like from the side view. Okay. What I can do here is, go to top view again. There we go. Is icon. Click on that guy. And let's get it in the middle. So I'm going to go to pivot and center of the selection. Let's try again. Pivot. Move to center of selection. Doesn't seem to be working. Let's go ahead and move it. Nope. Need to hold down the Alt key. Here we go. Now let's see if we can get that rotated. There we go. And see if it's going to be hard to move. See if it'll snap. Looks like it's snapping okay. Well, looks pretty good. That's a little easier than I thought. Oh, it's not snapping quite perfectly. I was worried about that, but you know. Let's go ahead and change this to back to 2. And let's get that lined up just right. It should line up pretty good. There we go. That's good. And we'll go back to 128. Okay. That way we can hold down the Alt key and move it over here, and it should snap perfectly. And it does. So we did good on that one. Now we can go ahead and hold the Alt key and move these over. And click on this one. Hold the Alt key and move that over. Okay. Then we got these guys right here. I don't think it matters which one we choose. Go ahead and hold the Alt key and move it up here. And do a rotate. Okay. And let's get as close as we can. And let's go ahead and go to move. And let's see if this will move. Okay, now we have a little bit of a discrepancy here. So again, we'll have to change this to 2 and get that lined up perfectly. And then go back to 128. And let's go ahead and zoom out. There we go. We're almost done. And let's click on this guy right here and hold the Alt key and move it over here. It should fit perfectly nice in there. And it looks real good. Alright, pretty much done. Looks pretty close to what the diagram in figure 2.31 looks like. And didn't have to do a whole lot of work. There's a lot of shortcuts we did. So let's take a look and see what we got here in the perspective. And can't see anything. So what I'll do is all we need to do is just build geometry. And bingo. There we go. Let's take a look at it. So that's our level so far. We'll have to create the hallways now to be able to get into the rooms. We'll have to cut out. So I'll show you how to do that in the next video.